Are you telling me that she has alcohol in the car while she's driving? You're not allowed to drive. I'm taking away your privilege to drive.
She hasn't even attempted to operate any wheeled vehicle since then.
I would hope not.
Yeah, but she's not even riding her bike.
Well, I don't reckon you can ride a bike.
I had to research and write an essay on alcohol-related accidents and fatalities.
Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On March 6th, 2025, at approximately 10:29 p.m., the officer observed a vehicle driving with expired registration as of March 2021. A traffic stop was initiated. However, the vehicle continued to travel down the feeder road until it turned and pulled onto the wrong side of a two-way road and parked facing northbound in the southbound side of the roadway. The officer made contact with the defendant, the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle, and observed the defendant to have bloodshot eyes, droopy eyelids, and a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant admitted to drinking 1.5 alcoholic beverages, and the defendant stated she was buzzed but not drunk. An inventory search of the vehicle was conducted, and the officer found a large plastic cup that was 1/4 full of alcoholic beverage that smelled of tequila in the center console cup holder. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 5 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and refused to provide a specimen. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
Are you telling me that she has alcohol in the car while she's driving?
It's just getting a cup of alcohol.
Ms. Hawkins, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. I am now placing several conditions on your bond. If I find that you violate these conditions, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds, ma'am. You're not allowed to drive. I'm taking away your privilege to drive. You will be signing an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing. You can be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine. This is an affidavit that you're going to promise to me that you're not going to drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, likewise, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, ma'am.
Judge, is that standard for driving?
She has alcohol in the car while she's driving. And so I would presume that it's elementary that you're not to have alcohol in the car while you're driving. It scares me, and I just don't want her driving for now.
Understood. But
We can approach at a later date, but I'm
I'm concerned because for her employment, she can't get to and from work, and we can't get an occupational license for something like this. It's a condition of the court. I don't think we have any opposition to putting an interlock in the vehicle so that she's not able to drink and then drive. But it just seems like no driving at all seems a bit harsh for a first offense. We don't even know what the blood is at this point.
Get it? But she has alcohol allegedly in the car while she's driving. One would presume that that's a humongous no-no, and I want her to appreciate the privilege it is to drive. It's not a right. It's not a right. It's an absolute privilege.
Judge, if I may, what would be the conditions under which she's able to come back and get permission from the court? At what time frame?
I need to know that she understands and appreciates the privilege, be proactive. It's not forever, Aaron, but I want her to understand that it's a privilege, it's not a right, and it's something that people should take very seriously.
Did alcohol?
I don't want you to talk here now in front of him. You guys at a later date can come back. I'm always all ears. It's not
For
absolute.
Greg's purposes, since he's going to be the one representing her, what is a later date? Is there something we can do? Because, if it's something that you'd like her to do while on bond to make sure that she's, addressing the issue,
Be creative, be proactive. I want to know that she appreciates it, and I'm all ears, but it's something that I've seen more and more, where there's alcohol in the car. And I would presume that you would know, especially at this age that,
Well, to be fair, Judge, the allegation is that she violated the law. The presumption is that you would know not to violate the law, period. I personally don't think that the fact that there is possible alcohol in the car, I don't think it's been tested, but it just seems like no driving at all seems like a harsh penalty for someone who's never been arrested before, no criminal history. These are allegations. There's a blood draw pending. According to the dim summary, she had 1.5 drinks. It's certainly possible her alcohol level comes back below the legal limit. And if that takes 90 days to get those lab results and come back and get this taken care of, she's not driving for 90 days.
I'm not saying that long, Aaron. I just want some kind of proactivity that I know that she appreciates, come back and, you know,
And this is
Hey,
for
you know-
fixed purposes, so I can convey this to Becky. What's proactivity to the court?
just be creative.
Okay.
Be creative. And, you know, several weeks, come back and we can talk. But it's a privilege. It's not a right. And it's something that we take very seriously. Every single day, someone dies from a DWI in our county. Every single day. And we need to ensure that it's taken seriously, you know? I'm not asking for much. And once we know that there's appreciation, then let's talk again.
Why am I here, Judge?
I know why you're here. It's been a week and I'm not ready yet. I'm telling you, it's been a week. I know.
You can't hear my spiel.
I will. You know what? You're right. Please.
All I would say is unlike those others that you said today, there was no allegation of speeding accident. It was an expired registration. She took your stern admonishment very seriously. She hasn't even attempted to operate any wheeled vehicle since then.
I would hope not.
Yeah, but she's not even riding her bike.
Well, I don't, you can ride a bike.
Do you have a timeline?
No, but I want to see some proactivity at the very minimum.
If I
I
bring you
want to know that you really appreciate it. You know, it's never forever. I'm not that obtuse, you know, but I want to know that you truly appreciate it and you really see that, hey, I mean, I now understand that this is really, you know,
But you can see from the defense side.
I am,
That's
yes,
the-
and that's why I say it's not absolute.
I know I'm saying from the vagueness of that. It's hard to advise my client and people to make driving arrangements and all those things. I do think she's taking it very seriously. It's an expired registration, unknown PAC. If I ever take victim impact panel,
Hey.
I'm
write a letter.
like something like
I'm gonna have her write a letter.
driving wise,
This is just.
you know, like, I don't know, just, you know,
Is it the task or the time?
both. But I'm telling you, it's not absolute, but I want a little bit to pass.
But
It's
can we
been a
have
week.
less time than, say, the guy who had an accident? Or,
Yeah, just,
I think the allegation was a solo cut that we're still looking into waiting to get discovery, whatever.
okay.
I don't want to waste your time or mine of reapproaching you every week.
Like a couple weeks, show me that she like truly appreciates it and then we'll talk. How's it going? How's it going?
Oh, good. Thank you.
How has it been? Not tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sucks. Living in a city as big as Houston without the ability to drive blows. You know, and the only thing that I'm trying to get to you is to understand that it's a privilege. It's not a right. You know, every single day on our streets, someone is dying from some kind of alcohol-related collision. That's what we're trying to impart to you here, to take it seriously. It's not a joke, you know? And the last thing I want is for something like that to happen here. You understand? All right. I'll take off the restriction. Okay.
Judge,
What does she have now? I want to make sure that she has an interlock for now, just for a limited time.
Judge, if I could speak to that briefly,
Sure.
just to reassure the court that she fully understands the court position. I had her research and write an essay on alcohol-related accidents and fatalities. We can turn that in and take a decision-making course. Her case is a stop for expired registration, no accident. You got the blood this morning, it's a 1-3. She has no criminal history. So I would ask the court that to use this, the research she's done in the 28 days without driving at all to understand that she gets it. And if we can not have the interlock, as would have been if she didn't have an open container, that we proceed further and let us do the work of getting the discovery forward.
Okay.
I can turn both those in.
I want you to know, I will act to your lawyer, but if I find that you're using alcohol, I'm going to blow a gasket. I'm really just going to lose it. Just don't. That's all I'm asking you to do. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take a look at this. I'm going to acquiesce to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Just don't. Life is too short to spend the next month in a 6x9 box. All right? Okay, man. Good luck.